Son shit, y'all ready?
I hope y'all are. This episode is about the Shawnee Tribe. Man, look, and they was everywhere. When I say everywhere, whoa, please do your research on them. Don't even think that I'm playing around. Do your research on the Shawnee Tribe. I feel bad that I really didn't get into it like I wanted to. But then it's like, these are what the natives' history is. The natives' history is so rich and vast. You just can't try to cram it into 5-10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. And I know I do a lot of other talking, but even then, if I took away that, you still can't grasp their history. You can't grasp a lot of, like, the history that we're not taught. You can't grasp it because still there's so much that they're still finding out or still discovering. That's the same thing, finding out and discovering. All the stuff that is still being brought forth, you know what I mean? But it's a dope joint. And I said it Wednesday night. A lot of y'all people out here going, I got Cherokee in my blood. Y'all probably got that Shawnee in you. You probably got that Shawnee. Shawnee was all over the place. But that's what we doing right here. You know what I'm saying? We rocking. I'm not going to really try to talk about politics. We talked about politics early this morning. You know what I'm saying? Thursday morning, 2 a.m., cracked it open. I told y'all what I told y'all. I told you how I felt. And if anything, let me reiterate, let me double down, let me triple down, quadruple down, and I'm going to do it now. I see all the stuff, man. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing everybody playing the blame game. Everybody's claiming that the Democrats dropped the ball. Look, I said it years ago. This was going to be his joint. They was going to make sure it was going to be his joint. So nobody really dropped the ball. You couldn't stop that train. Second of all, I said social media dictated the way we take in information. Whether it was for the best or the worst, the way people presented the information, they didn't tell you anything. They told you frivolous cosmetic stuff. You know what I'm saying? She got these people on stage with her. She doing this. She's code switching. He's babbling on. He's you know what I mean? That's when people say, "Oh, I know her policies." Those weren't highlighted. Her policies weren't hot. Y'all really look. I don't want to get into it, but let's just. Do y'all really think this woman was traveling around from spot to spot, just standing there looking blackish? That was it. She was just standing there. You know what I'm saying? Now, I would say probably she was just telling you everything that Trump's not going to do, yeah. But then the question becomes, well, what are you going to do? So if you went to her rallies, I'm pretty sure she laid out what she was going to do. The social media, the media itself, never gave you those clips. They never gave you those clips and then said, let's talk about that. They're trying to tell you, oh, they didn't do enough for... She was never going to win. I'm not going to open that door up again. I'm just saying, y'all knew it. Y'all knew it. We understood what this was going to be. Even if it was Biden, we understood what it was going to be. But you understand what we're saying. You understand what's going down. It is what it is, right? I just wanted to put it out there. Listen to the episode before this one and you can hear a longer rant because I understood what it was going to be. If you're following my joints long enough, you knew what I was going to... Yeah, I knew where I sat with it. Even if I voted for her. But I understood this is going to be what it's going to be. The writing was on the wall. Y'all just chose not to read. Boom. Moving on from that, though. Here's some cool stuff. It's Thursday night, 11 p.m. You know what I mean? We usually do this on Thursdays after the show anyway, because just in case that's the joint we're going to use from the Wednesday night show. That is what it is, right? But here's the thing that I really want to say. And this ain't got nothing to do with politics. It ain't got nothing to do with history. This is just some wild, real life wildness, right? My kid is on his high school bowling team. I'm going to tell y'all now. And I told him, I was like, no disrespect, but all of y'all look like that's where y'all should be. y'all should be on a bowling team. Like, these are some of the, like, he goes to a collegiate preparatory school anyway. You know what I'm saying? A college prep school anyway, where they're preparing you. So it's nothing but a bunch of geeks. No matter how hood they look, they're all smart. And you could see it. Like, there was one big brother, reminded me of PM Dawn, my man from PM Dawn. I'm not threatened by this dude. Everybody's parents, no matter how, whatever they look, they still look like, oh, my kid goes to this school. You know what I mean? It was what it was, right? We're sitting there, and I'm gonna give y'all the whole. I'm gonna rewind this. Actually, I'm gonna give y'all what happened. We're in the joint. We're sitting there because it's got to be the parents with the coach, and they're giving y'all the whole program. They're giving y'all you know what I'm saying? The itinerary. They're giving y'all the get down, right? So we're sitting there, and I'm you know me. I'm an observant person, and I'm cracking jokes in my head. So I'm just watching people, and I'm not gonna say anything crazy because I also know every once in a while my kid listens, and I don't want my kid to be like, yo, he said this about you. Yeah, I'm not going. Shh. I'm gonna keep a lot of that to myself. But I'm sitting there and I'm just like, yo, this is wild. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, I saw a bunch of chicks first. So the girls team is official. It was a bunch of chicks, beautifully diverse. You know what I'm saying? There was an Asian chick. There was some black chicks. There was some white chicks. There was a gothy broad. It's like, yo, like, why are you bowling? All right, whatever. You know what I mean? Then the dudes started to come in, and again, all of these people look like this could be their sport. Like, they might not be doing other things. This'll be it. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, yo, this is crazy. They get to talking. They give out the schedules. And it's like, oh, wow, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? My kid gets to go out there to Louisville for the weekend with the team. And the coach is like, yo, we go after the game because the game is like the match or whatever. I don't know how you do bowling. But the tournament, the match is at like 10 a.m. And after that, they're going to have lunch. And then he's going to take the team to an escape room. And everybody's going to be the varsity, JV, boom, boom, all that be an escape room, and then their own little escape room. He wants to then have dinner with not just the team, but the parents who did come, and make a day of it. And I'm like, yo, that's some dope. I haven't heard that kind of camaraderie since my kid was playing baseball. And I'm like, yo, I feel him. And he was like, yo, we want to make this an annual thing. So my kid steps in at the beginning of this. This is his senior year, so it won't even be affecting him next year. Point is, it's a good idea. The dude then, but before he talks, there's a guy, and I have to be real, white guy. My kid's coach is a black guy. White guy comes up for the fundraising thing. So they're going to do fundraisings through the phone. I mean, through basically social media, through emails, through text messages, and everybody has to come up with like at least 40 people. And here's what my man says. He's like, yo, come up with about 40 people. Boom, he giving a good speech. He was like, I like to say it's like, yo, who would you invite to your wedding? And, you know, he's like, if you're like my wife, it's a lot of people. You know a lot of people. So you just throw a lot of people names on this joint. We'll hood them up. The system hits them up like, yo, would you like to donate to the bowling team? Boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? He goes off and starts talking about how he did something for this team at this school, and he did something for a team for the actual school that my kid goes to. And he's like, yeah, man, we had like 20,000, we did like 17,000, we did like 36, you know what I mean? Boom, 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 boom. He's like, yo, let's get it going. A lady who's volunteering to assist with the bowling thing, she gets up there and she talks about what she's there for and how she gets down and all this and all that. Then she goes, yo, by the way, I'm gonna tell y'all that system is really cool because it's easy for you as a person. Like if you're on the customer side, they hit you up and they ask, and y'all threw my money out there. Boom, it's really cool. I like the program. Blah blah blah. The coach gets up, black dude, kept it 100. Looks at my man's, looks at Shorty for a hot second. He go, I don't really like that program. He was like, we don't even need all that. We got 30-something players. That's all. He was like, we got 30-something players. And then he goes into this speech. He was like, I don't even know 40 people. And I got a big family. I don't know 40 people that I would actually go out my way and, like, try to get money from like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know 30-something people. I mean, 40-something people to just be asking money from. You know what I'm saying? He was like, nah, we're good. You know what I'm saying? If we can get about 200, 100 or so from each person, that's $20. That's $20 from about few people. You know what I'm saying? 10 people. $20 from 10 people. That's $200. $200 times the 30 something kids. That's $6,000. That's all we really need. We don't really need for y'all to be out here trying to pester everybody. Just, you know what I mean? And so one of the parents, the father goes, so even if it's like 200 people giving $1, he's like, yeah, 200, $5. Boom, boom, boom. It, we don't need to reach these big numbers. We need to just come up with enough to cover the year, the expenses. We don't need to, because what does it do? Like, the rest of it goes to the school. Then he goes into this joint about how the school ain't really doing nothing for them. Like, he had to fight for 2 jerseys, like the basketball and the football team. So he's like, yo, nah, this only gets money from the school every few years. You know what I mean? But if we overcompensate, the leftover goes back to the school. You know what I mean? He was real with it. So he's like, yo, we want to just make enough to sustain and keep it popping and get it cracking. So the shorty gets back up. She's like, no. He was like, yeah, just $20. And the chick was like, the thing kind of like, it's starting point is 50. And he gave her a look. She was like, I'm pretty sure you can adjust that. But and I'm just like, yo, that is keeping it real. Because a lot of people, especially in this time, and I think that was the whole point. The point he was saying is, and then get it, look, this is a college preparatory school. The thought is it's supposed to be super money. Like I saw their indoors tennis thing from a distance, and I was like, yo, my man, what is this? He's like, yeah, that's the tennis thing. Yeah, the parents donated it. Somebody else donated. I think they even got their name on. So it's not like money's not there. Like, this is a nice school. And I get that's what my man with the white dude was going for. He was like, yo, the coach, on the other hand, was looking at the reality of where we are with the economy. He's like, And it's Christmas. They're starting their donations now, where people are trying to get their holiday game up. You know what I mean? So he's like, $20. $20 is like a fast food stop situation. You know what I'm saying? It costs you about $20 to eat at Chipotle at this point. Boom. Instead of whatever you was gonna get at Chipotle this time, you just gave it to a kid. Gave it to your kid. Gave it to your nephew. Gave it to your grandson. Gave it to the kid that's down the street that you're like, yo, I like what you're doing, son. You know what I mean? I like what you're doing, shorty. Boom, boom, boom. It's cool. $50 and up. You know what I mean? And so then the one guy, he's like, yeah, we've had people who like donated a whole $1,000, and you could see parents had that look like, it won't be over here though. I don't know who's doing that. They scouring. Everybody heads just start scouring, trying to figure out who looked like they gonna give that $1,000. Ain't nobody giving that stack up. It was like nobody. Everybody was like, yeah, no, we ain't doing that. It was real. And I'm just like, yo, I like this coach. He was talking about how, you know what I mean, the first team that got to play, he was like, we can beat them. I've been saying that because they're trash. They're trash, and I think we can beat them. We haven't beat them yet, but we gonna beat them at some point. And I'm like, that's a real dude. I like this dude. This is a dope coach. My kid, come to find out, didn't even know if he made the team. They literally had people who didn't get cut the day of the tryouts still have to come with the emails and stuff because of the email. So he didn't even know he was on the team. I'm like, yo, so what we doing? He's like, yeah, I gotta see if I'm even on the team for real. I'm like, dude, you brought us out. I feel you, but you got us. You got me, man. Like, come on, B. For real? For real? Okay. All right. So we do what we do. Long story short, he's on the team. He got a ball. He got to go get his sneakers, his bowling shoes. He got the jersey. The coach kept it real on the jersey tip. He was like, yo, they don't pay. I told you how he said they don't give us money. He was like, yo, you get this jersey. You mess it up, you're going to have to pay the $60-something for this jersey. Especially if you're not coming back next year. But if you're coming back next year, this will be a jersey the next year. Because he showed a nasty jersey. He was like, yo, all you got to do is wash this the right way, fold this up, hang this up somewhere. It shouldn't be like this. It shouldn't have holes in it. Like they got stains in the joint. He was keeping it real. Like, are y'all outside? You shouldn't be outside just on a regular day playing in this joint. But this is a jersey, son. And I'm like, yo, I like this guy. This is a good guy. I like this dude. He was helping the kids out. One chick had a ball. He was like, you're going to need a different ball. Science. My man was like, I'm going to tell you. And he had a joint. He had a ball. He had a bowling ball already cracked open. He was like, what you don't want is this right here. And he had another one that showed you what he was looking for. He was like, that's what you want. That's a solid ball. See how the inside look? That's solid. The one you got, I can just tell by feeling it, it's not this. And the parent is kind of like looking at him, and he was like showing him the drill holes. Like, yo, see these holes? This hole is a 12 o'clock. This is a 2 o'clock. This is a 5 o'clock. So when you go here and you spin it, no matter what, it's going to always, when it hits that hole, it's going to always drift over. You don't want that. And he showed him another ball. You want it right here. See, that's a 5 o'clock. That means it's a lot better. I'll be messing up the time if you're a bowling person. But he was like, yo, boom. And that'll help you out. La 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 la. He was like, let me see if I got some extra joints somewhere. If not, we're gonna have to find you a ball. I'm like, yo, I like this dude. I like this dude. This is why we donate for people like him. I mean, there's a couple of other teachers I've ran across that was cool, you know what I'm saying? But I like this dude. This is what I'm talking about. He said he's explaining to her, like, yo, it ain't just I'm just trying to be douchey about it. Like, nah, look at where they drilled the hole at on your joint. Look at where they drilled the hole. And I'm pretty sure Shorty gonna probably go somewhere and peep it and be like, yo, I see what you're saying. Even if she's out here killing the game, if she's gonna have to notice, like, here I am thinking it was my wrist. Nah, it might not have been the way you've been doing it. It's the ball, baby. Anyway, that was what we was doing. Get home. We watched, I guess, the last of Agatha All Along. Nice show. Nice, cool show. She looks like a dude in the face that I can't quite figure out who that dude is. You know what I mean? And I never noticed that before until this show. I'm just like, yo, she looks like a dude in the face. This is crazy. I don't know. I can't figure out the actor dude, but looks like a dude in the face. Show's cool. It's a good show. I guess it must be a really good show because I haven't heard anybody hate on the lady of the women in this of it all. The vaginas. And I also realized too, while I'm talking about this show, that I am very prejudiced. I realize I have a thing against bald head broads. Yeah. It's a black chick up on that joint. She's who she is. And if you know the show, if you've seen the show, if you look at the cast members and you see the actress, you then look up this actress, you know what I'm saying, men, you look up this actress and you see she is well put together. She is phenomenally put together. She ain't started looking good till the season when they ended up in the house and she had the all white on with the wig. I'm like, yo, she cracking now. When she went back to bald head, I'm like, eh. I realized apparently I have something against bald head brides. Because with the hair, I was like, yo, yeah. Everything started shining. Everything was extra succulent. It was like, yo, she yeah. All right. When it went back to the regular joint, I was like, Same woman, same body, same face, hair. Hair does wonders for you. I see why y'all women be out here doing the stuff y'all do. I get it now. I really get it, because some of y'all might not look right with a little bit of hair. She was cracking with the hair. With bald head, I just kept thinking, man, she looks like she should play the NBA somewhere. She looks like an NBA player. I can't put the finger on it. Threw the hair on, I'm like, yo, she is cracking. Oh my God, man, what? Yeah. Hey, I just learned that about myself, man. I'm still growing. Still evolving. You know what I mean? See? And that can go, not to sound rude, but that goes right back to the presidency. Like, yeah. You put a penis on Kamala, and we probably she could have beat Trump if there was a person with a penis. And probably not black. But anyway, let's get into this Shawnee joint. My bad, y'all. I ain't here to talk crazy. Look, I've been talking crazy all week, ever since Wednesday when the joint was said. Matter of fact, Tuesday night. I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. No, technically it's Wednesday morning. I woke up about 1, cracked open the CNN. I saw on CNN around 1 something in the morning, 186 or 189 to 240. That's what I saw. Somebody was trying to tell me it was 2 something to 220 something. I'm like, no, I don't think that. What time was this? This was 10. I'm like, I don't know, son. I think you might have your time messed up, or you've been listening to social media. I know what I saw at 1. You know what I mean? I know what I heard at 4 when my girl and my kid were out here huffing and puffing about, oh man, he won. They was heartbroken. My kid, I don't even know if it was the cold and he had the sniffles or he was really crying, but all I kept hearing was, I'm like, you crying? Stuffy nose. I'm like, alright, okay. I'm just saying. Don't know. But yeah, and then I think she had just cracked 200 then, because they still they were just getting in the last bit of joints for what she was saying. When my girl was saying, they still got a couple more places to get some joints from or whatever. When it all ended, it was like 240 something, 220, anywhere between 220 and 240 to 270 something. It wasn't even close. It wasn't close at all. You know what I'm saying? But again, I'm not here to talk about that again. I did that early in the morning, and then I wanted to just live my life and watch people on social media just fall apart and come up with excuses. You know what I'm saying? People were coming up with all kind of like Bernie Sanders said they set her out there and to fail. Everybody had an opinion, and it's like, man, look, y'all ain't understanding. His supporters were not going to let him lose. You know what I mean? It had nothing to do with it. I mean, let me take that back. A lot of it had something to do with people not voting. A lot of it also had something to do with people, and I said it early this morning. People felt like, yo, I'm down. I gotta. Got up in that booth, I'm like, I really ain't got it like that. Nah, let me go with what I do know. You know what I'm saying? We had him before. It wasn't that bad to me. Like Trump. And that's what happened. There's a lot of people who probably reversed their decisions last minute. People don't want to say it like that, but that's what happened. You know what I mean? There's no way that it seemed so close up until the night of the election. You know what I'm saying? That's the fear that I had that was going to happen with Obama, that a lot of those fathers who was like trying to see the future with their kids, trying to make a better future for their kids, like, I'm going to stick with what I know. McCain. And it wasn't that way. It wasn't at all. They went through with it. This time it didn't happen that way. And it was just like, yo, but what do you expect? I'm not gonna get into it because I said it earlier. So please just listen to that episode if that's what you're trying to hear. But I will say this: y'all underestimated people's views, and I'm not talking about how they felt about the economy or how they felt about XYZ. The fact that people told you why they weren't going to vote for her, you underestimated that was their reason. Oh man, I can't believe that. That's what you... Yes, that was it. You know what I'm saying? It's plain and simple. Let's get into it. Shawnee Mission. Tribe. I don't know why I'm saying Shawnee Mission. Let's get into it. The Shawnee Tribe, who basically covered a lot of America. Thank y'all for rocking. East Coast, West Coast, worldwide, Lost Boys, Lost Tribe, Lost People, because a lot of y'all are trying to figure out what to do for 4 years. Yeah. And let's go. Yes, yes, yes. Get money, cause we gon' get the paper, catch the vapors, see you later. I got the flavor with my UNIT. I be doing what I need to do. I see people in the crowd. I wrote it loud. I did it cause I know it cause I say cause like I was crippin', but I'm not. I be pimpin'. Yeah, yeah. I'm playing. I'm playing. Hey. You know how we do, man. This is what we get down with. Hold on. Let me adjust my mic. I sound wild before a hot second like that. All right, hold on. Bring it back. Let's take it from the top. Let's take it from the top like this. 1 time. Come on. 2 time. Come on. 3. All right. I'm back now. I felt like my joint was kind of, you know what I mean? But anyway. Rest in peace to B.I.G. Yeah, rest in peace. Look, I'm gonna be real ignorant right about now. Rest in peace to Lil Kim's whole old body. Hey, I saw a new joint of Lil Kim. Like I saw Lil Kim. I guess she was like teaching people her dance move that she made that like they got popular because people went crazy for it, and then she do it all the time. It's like it was cool the first 2 times. Find a new step, mama. But anyway. Salute to Lil Kim's old body, the joint from the album cover. That Lil Kim. I don't know who this broad is, but the back in the day, yeah. Anyway, I just had to get that out my system, man, because that's how I feel when I be seeing Lil Kim sometimes. You know what I mean? I be crying inside. A piece of me be like, you were so, you know what I mean? Now you're so, like, you can't go outside in the summer if it's too hot. Like, when they, like, heat advisory, Lil Kim gotta stay in the house. Just brown splats of her melting, just a whole booty. Who was the chick that had it when she was doing the live stream and her butt cheek went down her thigh? Yeah, we can't have Lil Kim out here like that whole nose fall off or whatever. Yeah, nah, mama, we need you. I'm sorry, y'all. Every time I think about Lil Kim, I go there. That's just me personally. My bad. Anyway, y'all know what time it is tonight. Y'all hear the music. It's history time. But before we get into our history joint, I gotta do it like I'm still tripping on it. Bill out there in BMO, Baltimore. Hey, I got like I got more than 3 Baltimore stories, but I got 1 Baltimore story. It was so crazy. Like, yeah, got stuck up. And it sounds, you ain't supposed to laugh about that, but you know when you survive, you know how that go. When you survive it, you laugh. Like, yo, this dude was really they got us. They caught us slipping. You know how you supposed to act like you from there, but people know you ain't from there. They're like, I ain't never seen them before. Who you? And yeah, son, they had the right answers. Had to give up the goods. You know what I mean? Luckily for me, back in them days, I ain't had no money. Like, my money was super little. My man, though, he had bank. He was out here. He was crying on the way home. Hey, man, he was blaming my other homie who took us out there, who was looking for somebody who no longer lived there, or whatever the case was. But he was like, yo. They be like, nah, he ain't out here. Who y'all? Clack, clack. Yeah. That was, yeah. What was that? What year was that? Ooh, oh something. It was oh something. Oof. That was a. Hey, yo, my money wasn't really cracking like that, so it was just like a little something. I'm like, yeah. My man though had to give everything up. Chain, rings, one of his shoes. I don't even know how that happened, but it was just one of he in the car with one of his shoes. And when I was just like, yo, that's crazy. The ride home was quiet. Every time somebody tried to play some music, ain't nobody want to hear that. We playing some dope. 50 was out. Matter of fact, that's what it was. 50 was out. What up, gangsta? Yeah, ain't nobody do that part. What up, cuz? What up? Ain't nobody do it. The whole car was quiet. Gangsta. And you know that's what everybody supposed to say that part when that part come. Ain't nobody. It was just quiet. Just turn that down, dog. His head aching. He wanted to fight for his stuff. I'm like, dude, you lucky you survived. Just be cool, man. That's a lot of money, man. I'm gonna get that back, man. You got your life, son. Trying to be, I can't be a motivational speaker. I was just happy I ain't get hit. He got hit. That was. But anyway, salute. Shout out to Bill out there in Baltimore. Woo! Hey. Oh my God. Yeah. That was a wild joint. That was a wild story. Anyway, I forgot what I was about to say because I'm still thinking about that story. But anyway, man, hold on. Hey, we out here. Look. I had to get that last one off. But anyway, and shout out to Cherie out there in Philly. I ain't got no Philly stories. I do, but it ain't dangerous Philly stories. It ain't no dangerous Philly stories. Yo, we went out to Philly. There was a rapper. EG something. Something God something. It was something God. The G was God. Something G. Nice. He was nice with it. Matter of fact, it was one of the dudes in the Eve video with Gwen Stefani. We also met that dude when we was out there rocking. Who else we met? We met like a couple of other people that was out there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it was wild. Like, yo, my man, who was actually from Philly, my OG, he took me up there and we was rocking, and he was like, yo, he showed me that the block where they chased LL Cool J. He was like, yo, LL came and did a show, and he kind of got a little funky with the people in the crowd, and when it was over with, we chased him. I don't even know if I'm like, yo, that's some OG talk. So all the OGs might know, if you from out there, if OG in Philly, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all might know the story. I'm a youngin' at that time. I was still out here. I ain't know nothing about it. I could barely go outside like that for real. I was always on punishment. But yo, shout out. That's how we do. You know what I mean? Black history though. I don't even know where I'm going with this black history. It ain't even gonna be black history. It's Native American. We should be doing hip hop history. And I just found out that that's a thing. Like hip hop. I just found that out today watching KRS-One go. This was November is Hip Hop History Month. Salute to KRS-One. Ain't got no KRS-One stories. I ain't never met that brother. I would love to have met. I'm gonna keep that to myself. But we did burn it down as illegal young kids with Redman and the Boss once. Yeah, back when Redman and the Boss album came out, that was at the record store. We got the light up with them real quick. That's a whole nother thing. But this is hip hop, but this ain't the history we'll do. We gonna talk about it like this. Take it from the top. Yeah, man. The 90s music be having me out here just wild and stuff. Think about all the cool stuff. I'm just talking past the part. Oh, my bad. We bring it back. This moment in Native American history gotta get serious, because ain't nothing funny about these peoples, man. They the Shawnee Tribe. These dudes held it down from the Ohio River area. They had the whole eastern to the Ohio River on lock. When I tell y'all they had all of that on lock, like, look, they had the Carolinas, Georgia. They was out there where the whole Oklahoma joint is. They had all of that on lock. These people was out here, Kentucky, Indiana, Illinois, all that was them. They was one of the big joints. I know everybody who be like, yo, yeah, I'm part Native American. I got some Cherokee in my blood. Yeah, son. If anything, you probably got some Shawnee in your blood if you're from up in these areas. Y'all got some, I don't know about no Cherokee. You got some Shawnee up in your joints. You got it. You know what I mean? But anyway, they was out here rocking, you know what I'm saying? They was forced to the West by the U.S. government. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, yo, the whole joint is crazy. Like, their story is wild. If you know it, you know it. And that's what we hear. That's why we do what we do. You know what I'm saying? We be out here trying to give it to you all day. Yeah. So them dudes was out here, and they've been rocking since in the 16th century, when people was just trying to get their grips on. And like most Native Americans, they came from up in Canada, and they came down and did their thing, and they settled. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all ain't understanding what I'm talking about. That's just the dopeness that these dudes was bringing to the game. You know what I mean? And they got caught up in a lot of joints doing the colonization moves, and by the 1800s and the 1900s, a lot of bring the beat back. A lot of their children were some of the first children actually that were being snatched away from parents and being taught English to not know any of their history, raised to not know none of their history. That was like the whole get down back in the day. And the Shawnee Tribe was one of them peoples that really got caught up out there in that whole thing. You know what I'm saying? They was out here fighting for some joints. They was fighting for their spots. Don't get it twisted. They was out here getting it in for their spots. But yeah, man, it was wild. And then, you know, when the dust settles, you got something like Shawnee Mission out there in Kansas. Can't stand them people. Yo, look, if it ain't anybody from Kansas City listening, and you know Kansas City is a Kansas City is and Shawnee Mission is like snooty and crazy racist. You know what I mean? Olathe is but when you on that Kansas side, it's really weird out there. It's a different vibe out there, boy. It's a like, y'all, alright, whatever, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, this that history moment. I'm out here bugging because, like I said, playing all these 90s joints got me hypnotized. I remember when Hypnotized dropped. Ooh wee. As a matter of fact, I had bought the Bootleg big album well before a lot of drama had really jumped. Like, I guess it had just got finished. Because I had joints where a lot of the added stuff wasn't even on it yet. So by the time I actually played it, by the time I actually got around people to play it, like the album was coming out, they was like, yo. And I'm like, hold on. I got an extra verse on this joint. They were like, hold on, you talking about you got an extra verse? I got an extra verse on my joint. I got the joint. I had the joint with the original joint with Havoc did the beat, the original Havoc beat. That joint, we talking, a lot of them joints had different beats. The original sample for the story to tell, all of that. It was like, yo, y'all remember the Bootleg man was the man. Like, the Bootleg man was the official, yo. If you didn't have an official Bootleg man, you was out here looking real silly. You know what I mean? When you had that joint, and it was always dope, especially when I wasn't even a DJ back then. I just liked to collect music. So as a collector, I loved it because I would have stuff that, you know what I mean, that didn't make the album, or they had the sample didn't get cleared and they had to do it different, or somebody added a verse or took off a verse, or, you know what I mean, altered joints. I was like, yeah, son, I got this. Yeah, I was that dude. I was really obnoxious. I ain't even gonna lie. I was super obnoxious as a kid back then. That was just stupid me. Now, I'm not so much that way, but I still get it in that way. Anyway, let's get back into this music. Ralph Tresvant. Y'all remember Ralph? I felt bad for Ralph, y'all. Ralph had the whole joint locked down on New Edition. Then when he got solo, it wasn't really cracking like that. You know what I'm saying? We was all Bell Biv DeVoe fans. Bobby Brown fans. Johnny Gill was Johnny Gill got you the girl. You play some Johnny Gill, and the girl just coming through. Be your fair weather friend, be there with your dude, even through stormy weather. She be like, ooh, I like that. Come on through. Yeah, get that my going on. Yeah, Ralph ain't get you too far. Ralph. Bell Bill DeVoe got it popping on the dance floor. Ralph got it cracking when you was trying to get. See, I'm still a kid, so I'm saying trying. Like if you were an adult, it was on and popping for y'all. You know what I mean? When you a kid, you still just trying to do something, anything. Clothes be on, just making noises, but you just feel good when it was over with. I was just trying to get there, son. I was, Ralph Tresvant and won't doing nothing for me back then. It was like, this is alright. It's alright. The one to be right there to the end. All you need to me. Hold on. That's sensitive. Anyway, let's get into the sensitivity joint. You know what I'm saying? Cause we gon' live at the Oasis Legal Crime Radio. All 90s November. Don't act like y'all don't remember these joints, man. Let's do what we do. Let's go. Echo. That's my time. Look, this is what we doing all November on Wednesdays. Hitting y'all off with these classic joints. Classic joints only from the 90s though. And this is what we do. And also, just for the you know what I mean? For the low, just don't let nobody know, but let everybody know at the same time. If y'all into the slow jams from the 90s, which I know a lot of y'all are. Check me out on hearthis.at. You gonna see the logo. It's gonna have a turkey joint for November 2024. All Sundays on there too. Slow jams from the 90s. A whole lot. Like it'll be something that you like. It might be not. Everybody had that's how diverse it was back then. But that's a whole nother thing. You know what I mean? But anyway, this is what we doing. This is how we get down. Hopefully by Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? About a Wednesday before Thanksgiving. I know a lot of y'all will be cooking or whatever, prepping yourselves, right? You know what I mean? Fasting to go in for Thursday. But hopefully by then, by even this Saturday, the number will be up. We done worked out the kinks. So you can call up, shout out, holler. You know what I mean? Tell me, what's good. Tell me what's bad. You know what I mean? Like, oh, no, son, forget that. I don't like that song. I don't know that song. Play something. We don't do requests, though. Don't be out here, yo, son, can I? Yeah, nah, I don't know about that. Especially because some of y'all might be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? You know what I think I want to hear? I want to hear that Sexy Red. I got one Sexy Red album. I think that's all she got. She got like 2 joints or something. But anyway, nah, son. But definitely shout out, holler when we get the number up. I'll let y'all know. And like I said, you could either call the number, or you could do it through the messenger. I ain't got WhatsApp. But do people really have? I don't think only foreigners have WhatsApp, right? Right? I don't know. I could be wrong, but definitely the messenger joint. You could. I don't know how that sounds. That's how that joint. You be like, yo, what is that? So yeah, but we'll be able to, shout out whoever, talk that talk. You know what I mean? For real, especially the first segment. Second joint, we're going to do a little history joint. Might not be able to slide y'all in and talk that talk, but definitely on the first, we get down. Like I said, we're working a lot of kinks out on stuff I hear, because this is what we do. This is how we get down. Thank y'all. And I'm going to holler at y'all Saturday and let y'all know some other stuff too, for real. But for now, let me get ready to get up out of here, because my time has passed. My bad, y'all. My bad. They say you only live once. That is a lie. You... Hold on. I'm gonna work that joint out there right here, right? They say you only live once. That is a lie. You only die once. If your God allowed you to see another day, take the opportunity to show the world the best person that you are on your journey. Please be safe. Peace. I know somebody got some peoples in their family, they mad right now. I'm just saying, son. Y'all know how y'all be sounding. Peace, y'all.
This is a Soul of Art presentation.